Hello, welcome back to TubeTalk.
Welcome back to you, Doug, in the last days of level 3 lockdown.
Yes.
You're looking forward to going back to school next Monday?
Nope.
You got to have a mask on the bus too.
Yeah. And compulsory, or not compulsory, you can choose to have it on in class as well.
Oh, can you? What will you do?
Probably have the mask on. So, when the teacher calls me up, I'll be like, sorry sir, I can't hear you, got my mask on.
But it's covering your mouth, not your ears.
I know, but then I just won't say a word because I got my mask on.
Oh.
Anyway,
Let's see how that goes.
moving on with last week, She's Apples ran first at Matamata.
But now you've told Mr. McKinley, anyway, if he watches. We have to think through the strategy next time. Anyway, sorry Doug, into it.
So at Matamata, She's Apples ran a good first.
Yes, it was a good first. After her fresh up run, which she needed, but was still finishing off nicely. It was a good win. She hit the front near the top of the straight and fought off the favourite, and there was a bit of a gap back to third place. So she's quite lightly raced. Was only her fourth start, and she certainly looks like she's going to get further. So it was a really, really good win from her. She is out of a half sister to Rude Awakening's mother. How about that? So good go racing connections.
And at Doomben, Sale ran a slashy third.
On Wednesday, he did. He's in really good form. He won his previous start. He just got back and pulled quite hard early, and he was second last on the turn, and he stormed home. Probably if he hadn't just pulled so hard, he would have got up and won, but he's going really well, and he may actually back up next Wednesday in a class 3 mile, down a class, but the same prize money, and you'd think he'd be very hard to beat.
And moving on to this week, on Friday at New Plymouth, we have Geneva and race 7.
Yes, stepping up to 1800 metres, which I think will suit. Heavy 11, she's got barrier 2, and it's late in the day, so that may not suit. You know, if the inside is okay, it's great, but often the inside isn't, and you've got to get wider. So we'll just have to wait and see for tactics. But we've got Hazel Chauffeur on board, claiming 3 kilos, which is really good on heavy tracks. And while I think she's a mare that goes on sort of most tracks, she looks like she handles a heavy 11, so I think she's a really nice each-way chance. Was a good, hard-finishing 5th over a mile last start.
And on Saturday at Roseville race 4, we have Stardo.
Horse in super form. He ran 4th last start over 2,400 metres on a heavy track. He drops back to 2,000 metres on a better track, which I think suits. Brenton Avdallah rides him. He's had 3 rides in for 2 wins and a placing, and a close second at that too. Midfield draw, I can see him settling up reasonably handy, as he has been in his last few races, and running really well. I think he's a strong winning chance. The only concern is his weight of 59.5. He's got to carry a bit of weight, but I think he's a very good winning chance. And
at Caulfield on Saturday race 5, we have Sir Pippin.
Yeah, so Sir Pippin was meant to run last week, but they canned the races for heavy rain. So he goes to Caulfield. He will get a better track. He's still 3 kilos out of the handicap, and by that I mean he's carrying 56 kilos, but he should be carrying 53. And we're just at the moment, because he can't move out of Victoria, he's having to run in races where he's badly handicapped. And I think once we can move out of Victoria, he's one horse that going to Sydney would really suit, because getting into sort of benchmark 88 races and things would really, really suit him, just where he is in the handicaps. But Damien Thornton on board, unfortunately barrier 13, but he will strike a better track. I think he'll run really well again. He's been in good form. I'm just a bit concerned about where he's going to settle from barrier 13. I think the first few 100 metres will be key. But he tries really hard and he's going well, and if he gets breaks, he is certainly better than 31 to 1 odds.
And moving to Australia at Gold Coast race 5 on Saturday, we have Sacred Sweet, who's starting a new campaign.
Yeah, so just a different part of Australia up to Queensland, and Sacred Sweet. So he He trialled in Sydney on a very wet track and it was looking really wet, so he sent him up to Queensland just to get onto better tracks, and his works well. He's lightly raced. 1400 metres will be short of his best. He certainly looks like he's going to stay, but he's got a nice barrier draw. Glenn Collis on board, and I think he'll run really well. I think he's a really nice each-way chance. It is only his first step, and I think when he gets to a mile and 1800 and 2000, I think you're going to see him improve. But I think he has a definite winning chance fresh up.
Mm-hmm. And on Saturday at Eagle Farm, race 9, we have Alouard.
Yeah, the grand old warrior. He had a little let up, and now he's back for a really, really good series of races for him. So 1800 metres is a good kick-off point for him. He's got barrier 1, love that. He should get a really, really nice run along. He'll probably be about 3 back the fence, and as long as the breaks come his way, I can see him being right in the thick of it. He's quite nicely weighted. He is up the top of the weights, but I think he's quite nicely weighted in this race, and he's a definite winning chance with improvement because he is fresh up.
And now moving on to bit of the week.
Do we have to talk about last week first?
Yes. What happened last week, Dad?
Picked the bit of the week. Very Elegant out to $8.50. Look, now you look at her and go, she should have been paying $1.70, but a fine, overdue return to form. Picking Very Elegant. I was very pleased. Great ride, James McDonald, and she had to be superior to that field because it was an on-pace bias. He had to be near the rail. She was back. He took off early, and she fought hard all the way down the straight. She looks in for a super spring.
But the question is, can you get 2 in a row?
I would like to think so.
Okay, so this week's bit of the week, on Saturday at Caulfield Race 9, we have Mystic Journey.
We do, in the Mimsy Stakes. So, going for another high-quality mare, again, in a Group 1. Mystic Journey, she's paying about $9.50, $10, I think, so good money. Very similar to Very Elegant. She was fresh up a couple of weeks back, over 1400, but was caught 3 wide the trip. She had quite a tough run, and while she ran 8, beating 4.5 lengths, she didn't actually lose any ground up the straight. She held her ground after having a really hard run. She's got barrier 4 this time, and I think she'll strike a better track conditions as well. And I think with that run under her belt, I think we'll see her improve. I think she'll be handier in the run, and she'll get a far better run. And I think she will be a very good each-way bet at those odds of, probably $10, 10 to 1. So Mystic Journey is our bet of the week this week, Doug.
And that concludes TubeTalk.
And so we'll see everybody else next week when we're back in level
2.
Thanks, Doug. See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Can't keep these in the binoculars. Thankless is a mile back in third, and then comes Freud's Vale and Shinebox. But by golly, as they run to the quarter pole, and Theodore must be a good 20 lengths in front of Kaneko, about 30 lengths farther back to Thankless from Freud's Vale and Shinebox, but at the top of this good win by a furlong, Theodore. Theodore's running down to the furlong pole, and how far in front is he? This is the biggest win I've ever seen at Mountaineer. It might be the biggest win I've ever seen anywhere. It might be the biggest win anybody's ever seen anywhere. Theodore, I don't know what this could be. This could be, 40? 50? Let's make it 50 lengths over Kaneko.